Dear participants of the conference, the results of scientific work are presented to your attention demonstrates the possibilities of using computer technologies in the modern educational process of teaching ecologists in practical classes in the discipline Conservation and Proper Utilization of Water Resources, containing mathematical calculations. The normative content of the standards of higher education for bachelor teaching in the specialty ecology determines the program results of teaching, among which, along with the ability of graduates to solve problems in the field of environmental protection, attention is drawn to the need to use software tools, GIS technologies, choose the best methods and tools for environmental research, data collection, and processing. The implementation of one of the state environmental policy tasks is to ensure the protection and rational use of water resources is possible only if the water quality of the water body is rationing. Therefore, special attention and relevance in the process of teaching ecologists acquire practical works of the environmental assessment of the state of water bodies through lengthy and cumbersome mathematical calculations. One of the means of increasing the efficiency of water quality assessment of water bodies is the operational processing of information on the status of water quality, which is achieved through the use of ICT. This is relevant for expediting the process of assessing the state of water bodies and for the formation of the general competence of the future ecologist, skills of using information and communication technologies to solve complex specialized environmental problems. Recognizing the complexity and scale of goals in the field of environmental protection, teachers and scientists declare that it's possible in practice to achieve them, but acknowledge that temporary criteria and rationing of the educational process often lead to the inability to spend a lot of time on intermediate stages and calculations. Therefore, we suggest the way to speed up mathematical processing of environmental information using communication technologies and free up time to teach students to analyze, assess, and make decisions about a problem. An example is the experience of implementation into the process of learning the discipline Conservation and Proper Utilization of Water Resources. The automatic mathematical calculations on the practical classes which are dedicated to determining water quality according to existing methods. In the two most simple water quality assessing methods, calculations are made for 6 hydrochemical ingredients. The sequence of assessment consists of 2 stages. At the first stage, the indicator value is calculated, and at the second, the verbal characterization of water quality is given according to the calculated index, value, and the quality scale. The third method consists of several steps. The entire process is carried out according to the observed hydrochemical ingredients, the number of which can be 40 or more. In addition, the procedure can be performed according to one of the 3 and/or for all 3 current water quality standards. For more information on water quality assessment methods, please refer to our article. We developed a software product that allowed replacing the manual processing of ecological information. Previously, the number of hours that was allocated for assessing the water quality in water bodies according to the discipline curriculum was enough only for processing according to the 2 simplest methods, according to one type of standard. Using a computer allowed within the same practical works also to perform processing according by 3 methods. In addition, there is enough time for calculations for all 3 types of standards. Students manage to perform a comparative analysis of the results and make a list of recommendations for solving the ecological problem. The developed software consists of a local database, an interface for interacting with the user, a reporting system, and the calculation automation system, as indicated in the scheme. The main program window consists of an interface for presenting tabular data, a section for sorting data by date, a section for entering data, and a section for choosing a method for calculation of surface water quality. According to the results of measurements, the student enters into the table the values of the ingredients for the corresponding date. Next, choose the assessment methods, standards according to which calculations will be made. The program assesses the water quality by pressing the Calculate button, and the calculation results are displayed above the table in the text form. The calculation windows for each of the three methods are presented on slides. The created software allows students with primary knowledge of the basis of working with a computer to use it both for educational purposes and in their future professional activities. The software product has clear user instructions for working with the system, a convenient and simple interface, easy of data entry, the ability to expand the number of indicators that are used to analyze water quality. Automation of mathematical calculations made it possible to reduce the time of practical work by 6 times. Previously, manual water quality assessment was performed during the one practical lesson, 90 minutes. Now, 15 minutes is enough to form an array of data and immediately receive the assessment results. The remaining time allows students to determine the quality of water not by one, but by three methods. Perform a comparative analysis of the results and make a decision on the possibility of using the water body for the needs of a particular water user. 5 years of practical experience in the discipline, conservation and rational use of water resources with the use of ICT allows us to claim that students not only quickly, accurately and reasonably establish the fact of an environmental problem, pollution of a water body, but also acquire the ability to analyze critically the received information. Thus, the basis of system analysis are formed in future ecologists' thinking, which are necessary for the formation of large-scale and strategic decision-making thinking in the field of water management. Computer program developed and integrated into the educational process of students, ecologists in a complex of practical works on the discipline, conservation and rational use of water resources for mathematical calculations. This made it possible to reduce the time of practical work by 6 times, to increase the number of studied methods for assessing water quality, to perform a comparative analysis of the results and to make a decision on the possibility of using a water body. The further introduction of information communication technologies in education will optimize the educational process, enhance the cognitive and creative activities of students, increase efficiency and productivity, create conditions for in-depth learning of special disciplines. Thanks for your attention.